Yo, shout out to Sir Bravian for such a magnificent song. So, kick it off, bruv. The whole slate is coming. Let's get it.
Helldivers 2 hit like a thunder roll. Shook the PlayStation faithful right down to their soul. They thought exclusives were a fortress wall, but now those walls, they start to fall.
Come on,
Final
guys.
Fantasy Remake, Death Stranding 2.
Let's talk about it.
Up on Xbox, what you gonna do? Fanboys crying, petitions in hand, but real gamers just understand. Whole slate's coming.
The whole slate is coming, man.
Whole slate's coming, crashing through your soul.
Yeah, buddy.
Whole slate's coming, no escaping fate. Whole slate's coming, through the Game Pass gate. Fanboys crying, shouting in vain. You lost your grip and losing your games. Could've spoke with your wallet, but you stood still. Now Xbox to experience the whole damn thrill. Whole slate's coming, Joel and Ellie too. Whole slate's coming, intergalactic coming through. Whole slate's coming, watch Killzone ignite. Whole slate's coming, I feel like resistance tonight.
Where is factions? Where is factions? Where is factions?
Where's factions,
She
man?
go, man.
Last of Us taking
gone.
a brand new ride. Shadow of the Colossus standing by Xbox's side. Uncharted treasures ready to show. Sackboy packing up and he's ready to go. Bloodborne shadows creeping slow. Ratchet and Clank putting on a show. Could've stopped this if you bought the game, but you just whined and now it's all the same. Whole slate's coming, hear the thunder roll. Whole slate's coming, crashing through your soul. Whole slate's coming, no escaping fate. Whole slate's coming, through the Game Pass gate. Whole slate's coming.
Yeah, buddy. The whole slate is coming. How are you guys doing this evening, boy? How are you guys doing? I hope you and your family is doing well. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. We know that this is a sickness out in these streets. What an eventful week, guys. What an eventful week. I mean, the discourse in the gaming community has been such a dishonest course that I don't know what to say. But we are going to talk about it tonight. Let me just say shout out to those in the chat. We saw a lot of persons leaving the Xbox community this week, but we'll talk about it. I am still here and I am still battling with these pony bots, with these ponies. And guess what? My brother is here, Game Trailers. Game Trailers is also here. He's battling as well. How are you doing, Game Trailers?
I'm good, Pastor.
Nice to hear from you, man. Let me just shout out the chat here. Anonymous Boss, this is a sickness. Salute to you, Anonymous Boss. Adidas 20. What up? Salute to you too, Adidas. We have Other Zinc, and Other Zinc is saying Sony fanboy media like that Dustin Legary is a clown. We have Space Shot. What up, Space Shot? We have my main dude there, Sosuke Aizen. What up, Sosuke Aizen? And of course, we have Island Girl ACD. Island Girl, how you doing? Force One, bring it. We're gonna bring it, Force One. Professor Strong, what up, Professor? How you and your family doing, man? Trilla Ali, how you are doing tonight, Trilla Ali? Hope you and your family doing okay. We have, who is this? Sakiro King is what? Cypher, what up, Sakiro King Cypher? DJ Brododos, what up, Brododos? Hope you and everybody is doing okay, man. Game trailers, how you feeling, man? How you feeling? Well, all right,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm in here. Yeah.
Good. So, game trailers, we have a number of topics to talk about. What up, Kevin? Kevin Claw. What up? Anonymous Boss, yes. So, we have a number of topics today, but how you felt about the discourse this week here, game trailers? I mean, there was so much lying this week, it's not even funny. How you felt about the discourse this week?
I know it's BS, man. That's basically what it is.
Exactly.
Like, they don't keep the same energy that other companies does, man.
Yeah,
they really don't, man. They always picking on Microsoft because I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube to my Xbox is dead. This is dead, and how many times you want to kill the Xbox, man? I'm saying if Xbox died, you're gonna be a dark ages in the industry. Trust me.
Yep. And you see, they are so foolish. They don't understand that if Xbox dies, Sony will run a rampage in this industry, unlike any other company. That is guaranteed. So, I mean, these guys will continue to talk foolishness, but at the end of the day, we have something for that later down in the show. So before we start off anything, this week we saw Michael Pachter making a few statements, game trailers. Michael Pachter saying that he had enough of Sony, and this is what Pakatak said. Let me see if I can get the article here. So Michael Pachter had a lot to say about Sony. This is what Michael Pachter said, right? So Michael Pachter, you've seen it here, game trailers. Analysts claim Sony is a terrible company that is blowing it in the games business for not moving towards cloud gaming, right? So it says, analyst Michael Pachter claims Sony is a terrible company that is blowing it in the game business for not moving towards cloud gaming. The $55 billion buyout of Electronic Arts has sparked renewed debate about the future of gaming in the industry. And a Bush securities analyst, Michael Pachter, didn't hold back his views during a recent Yahoo Finance interview. When asked whether there is a scenario where conglomerates such as Microsoft or Sony could themselves become acquisition targets, the long-time analyst bluntly responded by saying, no, Sony for sure not. Sony is a terrible company and they actually are blowing it in the gaming business. Now, what are your thoughts on cloud gaming, game trailers? Have you ever experienced cloud gaming? Do you like it?
Yeah, I did cloud gaming on my Pixel 8. A couple of days ago, I was at my mom's house and I was doing something, and I had my controller, and I was babysitting some dogs, and I was playing Hollow Knight on my, on my
phone.
On my phone, yeah. It's cool. Like that's what the kids are doing today, man. They don't They don't care about console. They care about the handhelds and the cloud gaming and all that stuff. I experienced it a couple of times,
Yeah,
but mostly I just use my Xbox. I'm in my house, so I have my Xbox. So if
yeah,
if I'm out like somewhere, like let's say I'm going to like PAX or Comic Con, yeah, I use cloud gaming. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
and play
yeah.
some video games.
Hmm. But you know what's funny? Game trailers. At least Xbox is giving the gamers options. Cloud gaming is an option. If it is you are not behind a television or you don't have, maybe a console in your hand, you can use it as an option. At least the option is there. You understand what I'm saying? It's not something that traditional gamers like you and myself may go to as our main way that we play or consume games, but it is an option. This is what gamers want. Gamers want options in how they can play the games that they like, right? So we say kudos to Microsoft for doing that. We say kudos to Microsoft for advancing cloud gaming. Now Sony is not doing it, and Michael Pachter here is calling them out for it. But we are also seeing that Michael Pachter, he really doesn't like what Sony is doing these days, and that makes the both of us. So shout out to you, Michael Pachter. Shout out for what it is you said there. Now, let's tackle one of the biggest topics this week, Game Trailers. Let's target one of the biggest topics. Now, one of the biggest topics this week was the Microsoft raising the price of Game Pass. Let me say shout out to Rizzy. What up, Rizzy? Shout out to you. Phoenix Freestar. What up, Phoenix Freestar? Right, Professor Strong and everyone else. Hit the like button, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and support your boy. So this week we are going to talk about one of the biggest topics this week, which is Xbox raising the price of Game Pass. And let me just say that the response to that was crazy. This week was nuts with that support. I mean, we had the ponies on one end saying that, oh yes, it's good for you guys. You guys was only championing Game Pass. And then we had some of the biased media with all their articles, Game Pass. I mean, look at this, guys. Look at this here. Let me see if I can show you guys this. If you go on Google and you search, Game Pass, this is what you get. Xbox Game Pass situation just got worse. Game Pass is ruined. Xbox response to Game Pass backlash. What the F is going? Is Xbox? I mean, look at this. Every single, and mind you guys, these videos are doing good. We know that Game Pass and Xbox bad news always sells. Each one of these videos that these persons would have put out about Xbox and Game Pass price hikes was some of the best views they ever got as videos. Yeah, because bad Xbox news sell. Look at this. The Xbox Game Pass situation is getting ugly. Xbox reportedly lost 300 million by having COD, right? So, I mean, the discourse on Game Pass this week was horrible. But let's see exactly what went on this week. Let's turn to Windows Central and let's see what transpired this week, right? And then we can have our thoughts on it. Game trailers. It says Xbox Game Pass is getting Ubisoft Plus Classics and some other big new features. By one tier is getting a big price increase. Xbox Game Pass is getting a ton of new games today via Ubisoft Plus, as well as new Fortnite benefits. Ultimate subscribers will have to swallow a 50% price increase to get it though, right? So let me just say that how things would have transpired this week was, I didn't expect it to transpire that way. I think it was a little bit overblown for $10. $10 Microsoft raised Ultimate 2, and I think it was a little bit overblown. In addition to that, that works out to be $1 a day. Now, if it is you love to play multiple games at a time, if it is you like to get the best first-party games, and you cannot spend $1 a day, well then gaming in for you. You should pick up crocheting. You could pick up maybe doing a little bit of football. Gaming is not the hobby for you, right? Pick up golfing, right? Because you can't tell me if you like to play games. Listen to the question, the sentence good. If you like to play games, right? You cannot convince me that Game Pass Ultimate is not a good deal. Now, if it is you don't play as much games, you are an adult, you have a lot to do, then guess what? You could go down to the lowest tier. That is understandable, right? Because you don't play as much games as you used to. But come what may, you have to get Game Pass Essential, because guess what? You need the online to work. And this is what Essential does. The Essential tier of Game Pass allows you to go online, play online games, get some online features. Yeah? So, I mean, this is crazy. Now, Game Trailers, let me ask you this. Concerning the benefits, because not too long ago, Game Trailers, we saw Sony raise the price of their service and gave these ponies nothing. Listen to what I'm saying, good. Sony raised the price of their service and they didn't put the undead games. They didn't put no additional features. It was the same exact product that they were selling before the price increase. Xbox here gave you guys a price increase, which was optional, and you guys went crazy. But Game Trailers, what are your thoughts on the additives onto the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate?
So I did a video and I explained my thoughts, right?
Yeah.
So I understand where people coming from. It's $30. First of all, it's $30, right?
Yeah, it's $30.
It's $30, but I understand where people coming from, right? The Fortnite crew, the Ubisoft Plus, and etc. What Microsoft should have done is that put the day one games in the premium and charge people $24, $20, and just don't include the Ubisoft Plus and the Fortnite crew and the EA Play. Now, they should have done that, and that's because look, I get what people saying, but this is we just saying to go, man. It just people just want news, and they want something negative to make videos on the YouTube to make some money, because they call us brokies, they call us welfare pass, and I remember Game Pass was $1 one time. You know, they do all of that name. They're now $30 the expense. It's
too expensive.
All right,
make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Let's say it's too expensive, right? You're gonna downgrade it to a $14 pack. I understand people understand. Oh, we just want to get the day one games, right? Fine. You want to get the day one games? It's $30. Choose what games you want to play that day one. If you want to play Ninja Gaiden, pay the $30, this month, and unsubscribe, and do it next month for another game you like. Microsoft, listen, Microsoft ain't going to reverse this. So it's not like the Xbox like Ghost Super. They're not reversing it. So you can huff and you puff. And I think people cancel the Game Pass. If you want to cancel your Game Pass, how are you going to play online gaming? Xbox Live doesn't exist anymore. So how do you Xbox Live absorb through Game Pass?
Yes, you have to get Game Pass.
Just get the $9.99 for the month.
The $10 one. The $10 version.
Or get the $14 one. Like
the $14 one.
If you play a lot of games and you got a kid, I don't have a kid, but if you got kids, and they love Fortnite, this is $30 is for you.
This is a godsend for parents.
And
So,
your kids can try new games in Game Pass outside of Fortnite.
So I agree with you there, Game Trailers, where it is Microsoft should have made Game Pass, just as what Sosuke Eisen said, kind of modular in the sense that you get a standard and you can add things to it. So if it is you want day and date games, you pay an extra bit of money. If it is you want the Ubisoft, the day and date games together with the Fortnite, you add a little more money. You understand? That way now, players would be able to choose what they want from Game Pass. But note this, that here what? The day and date games into Game Pass is a big deal, right? That's a big deal. You cannot undermine Microsoft bringing their titles into Game Pass day and date as absolutely nothing, right? So I would agree with you, Game Trailers, when it is you said that, it should have been, and also Sosuke Eisen, as how it should have been, like here what? It should have been modular. You just add what it is you want onto Game Pass, yeah? But the features itself, do you think Ubisoft Classic, do you think Fortnite Crew, also EA Plays, is worth the extra $10 Game Trailers? Because think about it. Ubisoft, Fortnite Crew is, I think, $12. We have the Ubisoft Classics, I believe, is $16. And I believe that the EA Play is about $7, right? So 7 add 12 is basically 19 plus 10, 29 plus that 6, $35. A $35 value added on to the existing 20 that's not a bad deal in my eyes. Yeah, if it is that you had all those games, you like all those games from Ubisoft and so forth. If it is your kids are into Fortnite, this is a real good deal. But what are your thoughts about the add-on Game Trailers? Do you think the add-ons is worth the price increase?
I'll say yes. Look, the value is still there.
Yeah.
The value is still there. You're getting $30 for what? 400 games, 75 new games with the Ubisoft Classic and the Fortnite.
Let me play it up here. So you've seen it on the screen. So according to what Microsoft would have put out, they say Ultimate, you get 400 plus games playable on PC, console, and cloud for $30 a month. 75 plus day one games a year, including all Xbox published games day one. Ubisoft Plus Classics and EA Play included, with Fortnite Crew coming in November. Ultimate cloud gaming at our best quality with the shortest wait times. In-games benefits including for Riot Games. So it also had Riot Games. I forgot that. Online console play and earn up to $100 a year in the store with rewards. So do you guys in the comment section, do you guys think, be honest, what we are offering, what Microsoft is offering here for Ultimate, do you think that is worth the $10 price increase? What about you, Game Trailers? You think it's worth it? As I read it out here?
Listen, I said for me, it's still value, and I say $30 is the cutoff. I don't see anything else to raise it up, like in the next 10, I would say 10 years, because there's no way you can raise this up another $5 next year. Because unless they add something crazy, I don't know what you can add next. But let's say you add something crazy, another subscription, another tier. But even at least they add tiers. Like PlayStation didn't even do that. They just raised the prices. So at least Microsoft, look, Microsoft is the McDonald's of games, right? They're trying to figure out how to make something value. In this bad economy, and they know they're trying to. Yes, the $30 is a lot of money for the most subscription service out there. But you look at the games, the quality of the games, and everything we get in. To me personally, it's worth it because you get in. Look at this month. We got the Keeper, Ninja Gaiden, the Outer Worlds 2. Then next week, November, we're getting Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Yeah.
So it's saving you money.
Also, being trailers, as you said that, you have to pay for Call of Duty. Microsoft is taking a big hit bringing Call of Duty to Game Pass, right? And a matter of fact, we just saw that Microsoft basically took a profit loss because they put Call of Duty into Game Pass. That shows that is massive value for those who are subscribed to Game Pass, because if Microsoft were willing to take a loss just to put Call of Duty into Game Pass, it shows the type of value that we have if it is we subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah? So, I mean, that point where you're saying we are getting Call of Duty Black Ops 7 at launch in November is very, very crazy. We have Ninja Gaiden 4. We have Keeper. All of these games, Keeper is exclusive, by the way, to the Xbox for now. But all these games comes at a cost. You cannot expect to play or try these games and you not pay a premium. Now, if it is you cannot afford it, we understand that you can't afford it, then go to the $10. But you cannot say that this is not good value. Look at this. How could you get all these games, all of these perks, and not say this is good value? Are you? I mean, how do Shalon Sharp says? What do Shalon Sharp says? These guys have to be on crack.
Y'all smoking crack. Something is wrong with you people.
Yes, I mean, game trailers. Come on, man. Come on. Right, so you have anything, but even the discourse around Game Pass, did you see what Lena Khan said? You all saw the interview with Lena Khan. I did put it up on my video today. You saw that interview, Game Trailers? Let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find that interview with Lena Khan that I would have put up today. Look at this here. Listen to Lena Khan here, Game Trailers. Let me see the volume. Listen to what this interviewer is saying. Listen. That Lena Khan was right. Activision Blizzard is the one that caused all these price hikes.
Public opinion is firmly on your side. Like, people are very much understanding that this was a bad merger and has gone poorly. I fully remember.
So he is saying that the ABK merger was a bad decision and it went poorly, right, Game Trailers? But so far, I am seeing that Xbox gamers benefited from this merger. We are getting all these games coming to Game Pass. We are getting all these things implemented into Game Pass. So we are benefiting from it. He is saying that it's bad, but let's listen to him and see what he says again.
The general consensus of the gaming community around the time of this lawsuit was that the FTC's lawsuit was frivolous and that Activision Blizzard's a failing company. Microsoft will prop them up and save them and bring back all the great games we love and help the employees do good things. And that was the general idea. And people thought, oh, I'd love to get called.
Lena Khan? Listen to me. Lena Khan lies so much that her nose is getting longer. I'm watching you, Lena Khan. I'm watching. But anyway, let's continue.
For a cheap price on Game Pass. And I remember all of the comments being mostly positive for this. And now, as the layoffs continue, the new games haven't been what were promised, and the prices go up, people do understand what you were saying. And so I'm trying to... So this guy said that initially, everyone was saying that here what? The Game Pass deal is good for gaming. He is saying that now we are seeing the layoffs. Game Trailers, the layoffs that Microsoft had, was it solely because of the ABK deal? Let's know. Did Game Trailers leave? Yeah, I think he got bumped off. So it's very clear that this guy knows nothing what he's talking about. I know that Sony did not acquire Activision Blizzard, but did Sony have layoffs? Did Sony have layoffs, guys? Did anyone in Sony, did Sony 2 acquire Activision Blizzard? Listen, look at this here. Have massive layoffs.
Sony's PlayStation division, Sony Interactive Entertainment, or SIE, has had multiple rounds of layoffs and several studio closures since 2020.
So Sony had multiple rounds of layoff from 2020 to the present time. But why is this interviewer blaming ABK, Microsoft acquiring ABK for the layoffs that happened at Microsoft. So who is he going to blame for why Sony laid off all these people? So you see how there is a hypocrisy. So in order to prove Lena Khan right, he is saying that here what? It was the ABK deal. But he is not showing that these layoffs were industry-wide. Look how many studios Sony closed. Look how many layoffs Sony had. But no one is talking about that. That isn't a trend in the industry for the past 3 to 4 years. It's only exclusive to Microsoft because they acquired ABK. Give me a chance. These guys are very dishonest with their commentary about what Microsoft is happening with Microsoft. Right?
Failing
guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to throw something in the chat. Support your boy. So let's listen to him again.
company. Microsoft will prop them up and save them and bring back all the great games. I fully remember the general consensus of the gaming community around the time of this lawsuit was that the FTC's lawsuit was frivolous and that Activision Blizzard's a failing company. Microsoft will prop them up and save them and bring back all the great games we love and help the employees do good things. And that was the general idea. And people thought, oh, I would love to get Call of Duty for a cheap price on Game Pass. And I remember all of the comments being mostly positive for this. And now, as the layoffs continue, the new games haven't been what were promised and the prices.
There's no, the new games from Activision Blizzard would have made Call of Duty. Did Call of Duty deliver since Microsoft acquired them? Did any game from Activision Blizzard since Microsoft acquired them deliver to the gamers? Yes. Really and truly, Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard did not degrade the quality of games that came out from Activision Blizzard. So what is this dude talking about? Which major game could he point to from Activision Blizzard that came out worse after the acquisition? Because he mentioned that layoffs happened after the Activision merger. We showed that layoffs happened all throughout the industry, Sony included, and they are the leading ones in the industry. We showed that here what? The games did not come out worse because there is no noticeable game that came out worse after the Activision Blizzard. So what is he talking about? He even talks about
people do understand what you were saying.
Price hikes. Sony increased the price of their console and the price of their services, and they did not buy Activision Blizzard. Make it make sense.
Saying. And so I'm trying to, I hope we can like help hammer that home for future situations like this. People can remember they got burned before. This is a relevant example. Yeah, that
totally.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes the way I learn that Microsoft is doing another price hike or layoffs is that gamers start posting like apologies to me on.
So okay, so do any gamers post to you when Sony makes a price increase? Anyone? What about Nintendo raising prices to $80, $90? Do they tweet you then? This is why I said that the discourse around this whole thing is dishonest. This is dishonesty in my eyes.
Twitter, and that's how I learn. I'm like, oh, I guess Microsoft must have raised the price again.
Yeah, 100% agree. Although I do want to say, as someone in the gaming space, this year has felt remarkably good because of people outside of the wide consolidated titans. I think I use gaming as an example of what a competitive market can bring. People in gaming have a lot of opportunities to say, candidly, I'll go elsewhere. Where they don't have it, a lot of other, like for example, for cable providers, I have nowhere else to go. I'm completely consolidated.
So I mean, we would have destroyed this narrative. I posted up a video saying my apology to Lena Khan, and then after I basically came on this video and I slapped the stuffing out of Lena Khan. No. The reason why Lena Khan got the stuffing slapped out of her because she's dishonest. You keep saying that here what? Because they acquired Activision Blizzard, all of these things happened. And quite frankly, that was not the case. So Game Trailers, I see you're back. What are your thoughts about what Lena Khan said here, Game Trailers?
All right, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Oh yeah. My bad. I lost internet connection.
No
Yeah. So
problem.
Leah Khan is wasting her taxpayer money, man. She
Yeah,
needs to she needs to sit down and shut up. That's basically
yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
Because she's a hypocrite.
Yeah, she
Because
is.
you have a problem with Microsoft laying off people. But Sony and all these people being getting laid off in other companies,
With
you don't
Bungie.
say nothing.
Mhm,
But look
mhm.
at Buddy, you don't say nothing. Did that happen to the ABK deal? Did that
No.
affect the A? No, it didn't.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what she's saying is madness. Like
Madness.
she don't care, but she's wasting her taxpayer money. That's basically what it is. She just
Correct.
mad that she lost.
Yeah.
Like that's serious. Yeah. I don't see
She's
what.
still salty about not winning that case. That would have been a very good case to win to put on her resume, but she lost. And the reason why she lost is that she thought that Microsoft would have kept all these games exclusive to their platform, but we see what Microsoft is doing with these games. They are still putting even more games to other platforms. So that is what made Lena Khan lose. So I mean, this whole discussion when it comes to the price hikes, when it comes to the layoffs, I could understand what some gamers are saying that it's too much, they just can't afford it. If it is you cannot afford Game Pass Ultimate, my thoughts is you are right not to still support it at $30. You go for the lower tier, the $16 tier or the $10 tier. No problem, no shade. That is what you could afford. But if it is you have, you love to play a lot of gaming, if it is that you are basically an Xbox enthusiast, you have to get everything new, and you want the brightest and the best in when it comes to Xbox. Then guess what? Ultimate is for you. If you could afford it, Ultimate is for you, right? If not, there are the other tiers. But I mean, the blowout of this for $10 game trailers was terrible this week. Now that brings us to the main story. Game trailers. That brings us to the main story. You know what's the main topic tonight? Game trailers. The main topic tonight is rumors. Rumor have it. That's a big story. There's a lot of rumors about Microsoft, and all of them are rumors surrounding Microsoft exiting the gaming space. There were so many persons reporting on Microsoft exiting hardware. Now, where do they get it? Well, most of them get it from their fairy godmother. They get it from their local deli dealer. They get it from some sort of sauce, tomato sauce, Tabasco sauce. I mean, these guys are so... I am telling you guys that this is a sickness, the amount of sauces it had here.
This is a sickness. It is deviant, therefore we don't want it.
Yo, let me say shout out to my guy there, Phoenix Freestar. Gifting 10 gifted. Listen to me. Phoenix, man. Shout out to you. Shout out for that support. Come on, man. Let's see if we can get this train started. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Let's get this straight on the road, man. Look at these guys get on here, man. Look at these guys moving silky smooth. If you can't afford Game Pass, no problem, man. But there's still a group. There's still a group out there who has their Game Pass Ultimate. They ain't going nowhere. Go on and on. How could this thing last so long, man? Shout out to Phoenix Freezer. Shout out to my main guy there, Professor Strong. Professor Strong with that $2 super chat saying these PlayStation channels need negatives. Yes, I would agree. If they don't get that negative news, they cannot pay their light bill. That's a fact. So shout out to Phoenix Freestyle, guys. Just say thanks and kudos to Phoenix Freestyle for keeping the lights on in the back of here. Now, game trailers. We are just saying that, guess what? All of these guys were going on a rumor. For example, let's listen to Porter Rock as he basically slaps himself in the face as he jumps on the bandwagon that Microsoft is getting off of gaming. I don't know where these guys get this information from. They say it's a. They said that the insider who leaked this has 100% accuracy. Yeah, let's see what they are saying here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77 back with another video. Now, this is going to be shocking. This is going to be crazy. But right now,
oh, one time he's saying game trailers. This is shocking news. This is news that is going to shock the industry. Let's listen.
now we are actually looking at the potential end of Xbox hardware.
So it's the end of Xbox. Xbox is dead again. Woo, buddy. At this point, Xbox is dust. How many times Xbox has to die? Where are you getting all these bodies from, guys? Are you guys bringing Xbox back and killing them every week? Every week, Xbox is dying. So Skyzen say we see ghosts, guys. How many times Xbox has to die?
We're in its division. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna show you something. First, it starts out with one of the workers.
Look at the excitement in his face. These guys honestly want Xbox to die, game trailers. What are your thoughts on that? Look at the excitement on Porter Rock's face here, game trailers. This guy actually wants Xbox to go the way of the dodo bird. What are your thoughts on that, game trailers?
Listen, man, they've been saying that for years, man. They did really want Xbox to die.
Yeah.
Because look, man, doesn't matter what Xbox does, it doesn't satisfy their needs, right?
Yeah.
They wanted them to die. I will say it again, man. If Xbox is dead and Xbox does not exist in the game industry,
yeah,
it's gonna be dark years for Xbox.
The dark ages. Yeah, the dark ages.
Who's gonna undercut on Sony?
Yeah.
On the PS6. Who's gonna undercut them? Sony will come out and have $1,000 PlayStation 6 and game them for $90 and $100.
Yeah.
So who's gonna undercut them? All right. So, and plus this on the AMD partnership a couple months ago. What happens to that partnership?
Yeah.
Right? A lot of things didn't add up. Now, I listen. I understand. Listen, Microsoft had to come out and say something. They had to. To. Because
but hear what? Let's not talk about what Microsoft said yet. Let's listen and let's see these guys take this rumor and run with it. Because it's a rumor, right? These guys heard this rumor and they ran with it. Guys, if you go on the internet right now and type up Xbox is getting out of the hardware business, you would see how many articles did not wait to write their story about this rumor, right? Same thing here with Porter Rock. He ran to his channel to record this video because he thought this is big breaking news. Let me say shout out again to Phoenix Freezer saying that he should take a sleep on that DualSense pillow where it can use its haptic rumbles to rumble his brain. Yeah? Let me say shout out to D-Easy Gaming. D-Easy, what up, man? Let me say shout out again to Go Hug Yourself. Go hug yourself, man. The Mechanic, what up, man? The Mechanic, what up? Vince, what up, Vince? I forgot to shout you guys out. Byron, what up, Byron? Sanchez, Gaming, Jason Redmond, Jelani. I mean, what up to all you guys who got membership. That's a shout out to Phoenix Street Summit. So let's listen to Porter Rock and let's see what he's saying here.
And it's an Xbox division, made a post on a forum. Now check this out. Look what this person said. Now I know it's hard to read, so I'm gonna.
Now, guys, who are these guys? Who are these insiders here just saying things? Did you guys test and see what they were saying, if it was credible? These guys are believing any bad Xbox news. Any bad Xbox news that comes on their desk, they are just reading it out. Listen.
Read it for you. It says right here, the ramifications of the Call of Duty Game Pass gambit not working out were just starting to get properly measured. But the thing that really stuck out to me was that suddenly really concrete plans for actual MS Xbox hardware went from being definitive to up in the air.
Hey, Jinzo. Jinzo. Diabolical, Jinzo. Diabolical.
Which was really startling, given that this thing was meant to be out relatively soon. It was one of those situations where, despite folks being told, hey, we want to pull the trigger on this in 2026, the steps you would need to take in the lead up to delivering a new console gen weren't being met. Lots of things that were sure things started getting pushed. The Costco retailer put in Xbox, and apparently they are one of many that we'll learn about soon, told me all I needed to know.
So this guy got this information from, I don't know if it's Reddit or from NeoGAF or what have you, right? But Porter Rock took what this guy said. This guy said that here what? Costco, the people that sells tuna in bulk, stop selling Xbox. And because Costco, the same guys who has your sausages on sale, because they are not selling Xbox, that is why Xbox is getting out of the hardware business. This is what this guy is saying, you know. Because he heard Costco, the same store that sells bales of toilet paper for when it is these ponies have severe diarrhea, because they stop selling Xbox. That is why Xbox is coming out of the hardware business. Make it make sense, man.
This is crazy. This is just a start. So it seems like the original plan, Sarabon, and what was told about Xbox Magnets and all this stuff, AMD partnership and stuff like that. It seems like it's...
Look at his eyes, guys. This guy, he is getting elated. He's beaming with excitement to read this. Look at him.
Not going well, and it looks like it might not have happened. It doesn't seem like a sure thing. Now, of course, this is just...
Look at his eyes, guys. He's so happy. Look at this.
A forum, my worker, maybe they don't have the full info. They're not the C-suite executives. They're not the chief, whatever. Okay, so you could come up with a lot of things, but something official happened. And I'm talking, this is official. This is straight from Microsoft. Check this out. Microsoft frees up CEO Satya Nadella from duties. Read Nadella's email to employees company-wide.
So he is saying that Satya Nadella got freezed up. So if Satya Nadella got freezed up, that indicates that here what? Xbox consoles is dead. This is the rumor. Xbox console is dead. So this guy is saying Microsoft is recognizing its top leadership team appointed longtime sales chief Judson Adolf to oversee marketing and operations in the move designed to allow Satya Nadella and his emerging leaders to concentrate on technical innovation. So because this is happening here, that indicates that Xbox consoles are no more.
Microsoft is reorganizing its top leadership, appointing longtime sales chief Judson Althoff as CEO of its commercial business to oversee sales, marketing, and operations.
Wow.
Strategic move allows CEO Satya Nadella and engineering leaders to concentrate on technical innovation, particularly in artificial intelligence and data center expansion. The realignment aims to accelerate AI transformation and strengthen customer delivery. Microsoft is reorganizing its top leadership team, appointing longtime sales chief Judson Althoff to oversee marketing and operations in a move designed to allow CEO Satya Nadella and his engineering leaders to concentrate on technical innovation, particularly in artificial intelligence.
Yeah. Go ahead, Game Chillers. Go ahead.
That doesn't mean he's the CEO of Microsoft Xbox. He has nothing to do with the Xbox division. What the hell are you talking about?
Yes, I don't know what he's talking about.
Like he's the CEO of the commercial of Microsoft. Has nothing to do with the Xbox division. All right, it's led by led by the Microsoft CEO Phil Spencer.
Exactly.
So Microsoft Gaming is the CEO of Phil Spencer. Who the hell? This guy is just the CEO of the commercial of Microsoft.
Yo, guys, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button.
This dude just reading stuff, but he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
No, he don't know.
He really doesn't know what he's talking about. This man talking about. First of all, the title is still the CEO of Microsoft.
Correct.
They just hired this dude over CEO just over the commercial of Microsoft. He has nothing to do with Microsoft Gaming. That's Phil Spencer.
Hey, yo.
So you tell me. So what? Where did these dudes play? Boy, Pastor. Pastor, he need to worry about on PlayStation than Microsoft. Like PlayStation stinky.
Didn't Ghost of Yote recently came out, man?
Listen, man. They don't care about exclusive. They care about Microsoft and Xbox. That's it. Exactly. They don't play no games. They don't play no games, man. And this man, he just ran a whole video about this, and they came out and none of this is true. But of course, he don't care. That's basically what it is. He don't care.
I mean, these guys recently got Ghost of Yote. So one would think that these guys are busy running in the fields with their horses, combing their ponies, feeding that mingy dog in Ghost of Yote. But I mean, why are these guys not playing Ghost of Yote? Look at this. Look at the quality. Look at the quality here of Ghost of Yote here, guys. Look at this quality, Game Trailers. Wow. On pony, kick it. Kick it, pony. Kick it. Come on. What is this? Kick it. What is going on here, man? What is going on here? I can't believe it. These ponies are kicking up a storm in Ghost of Yote, but Portorock and all these ponies and all these biased media, they are saying that here what Xbox is getting out of the hardware business because of this rumor. Because Satya Nadella is focusing on AI. That's it. That's the sign we was looking for. This is crazy, Game Trailers. This is nuts. So when you heard this news today, Game Trailers, did you believe it right away that Microsoft was getting out of the console business? And if it is you say no, why didn't you believe it right away?
Man, I don't believe nothing that you guys say. I only can believe in pig can't fly, man. This is ridiculous, man. All right. And when pigs fly, then I believe everything. All right. I don't believe shit, man.
Yeah,
man. I don't entertain this no more, man. Like if they really want, listen, they really want Microsoft to die, man. This man just run a whole video. Nobody fact checked this crap.
Yeah.
Talk about Nintendo got fired or something, and there's a new CEO, and he's gonna shut down the whole division of Microsoft Gaming. So okay, if that's the case, right? Who's gonna buy it?
Yeah.
that division worth almost $30 billion. Who's gonna buy it? The Saudis?
Listen to me. These guys been studying about that. According to Phoenix Freestar, they're not even studying about this.
Where is factions?
Where it is?
You told us to wait.
You told us to wait.
And you're
We
still
waited,
not
and
here.
you're still not here. Neil Druckmann, where are you?
PlayStation.
Hey, yo.
All right, let me ask you a question.
So at the end of the day, these guys just love to report on these, but they're still waiting, Phoenix. They're still waiting. So it just so happened that when this news came out, I can't believe that these guys have no critical thinking. Understand that if Microsoft gets rid of the hardware, understand this. Now, although Microsoft don't sell as much consoles as Sony, right, in this generation, right? You think that is enough to get rid of the console, knowing fully well that the majority of their Game Pass subscribers come from the console, the majority of persons consuming their software, consuming their services come from the Xbox console. I'm trying to understand how these guys think. Why would Microsoft now we have not seen reports where consistently Microsoft is losing money in every facet of their business when it comes to gaming. We saw Microsoft saw profits in Game Pass, they saw profits in their content and services. Consoles were down, but at the end of the day, they saw profits. So why would you get rid of something that is giving you profits? It makes no sense. Some of you guys need to think before you guys get into your estrogen and you start to cry and you start to moan. I mean, think about it. Just think about the logistics of Microsoft getting rid of Xbox hardware. It doesn't make sense financially for Microsoft. Microsoft has a niche of hardware consumers that they will continue to produce hardware for, because at the end of the day, that niche is still going to gain them profits. Now they are going to expand by bringing the console or bringing the software to other gamers, right? They are going to bring the software to other gamers. They are going which part, according to what my main guy would have said there, they are bringing the content to the gamers. That is their new strategy added on to what they already have with their core players. So that is why I did not believe this. It didn't make financial sense. And it just so happened that exactly what I didn't believe is exactly what happened. Because guess what, Game Trailers? As you rightfully said, Microsoft made a statement because this rumor was getting out of hand. Persons were saying all sorts of erroneous things about this, right? This is what it says. Microsoft addresses rumors surrounding Xbox console future. Microsoft has addressed the rumor suggesting that the future Xbox hardware is up in the air. And in a statement provided by Windows Central, Microsoft says that it's actively investing in the future Xbox system. What do you think about? I mean, let me drop some bombs on these ponies. Let me just drop some bombs. How does that feel, ponies? You guys feel stupid. Porto Rock and all the ponies that said and took this rumor to say that here what? Microsoft was getting rid of the hardware. I want you guys to hold on to this. Oh, no. Because you guys did not wait and you guys were quick to respond to that foolish rumor, right? Xbox is getting out of hardware, which makes no financial sense, but you guys still ran with it. Listen to what the article said here. The article continues to go on to say, we are actively investing in our future first party. This is important. First party. These stupid ponies said that guess what? Microsoft has handed over the license to making their console to Asus, to Samsung, to all these. Are these guys crazy? Let me read that over again. We are actively investing our future first-party consoles and devices designed, engineered, and built by Xbox. All of these ponies, Z, J-Dub, James, that may be saying that Microsoft was going to put their consoles into the hands of third-party developers. We are seeing clear evidence from the horse's mouth, from the pony's mouth, that Xbox is going to make their next console. They are not going to hand it over to other console makers. Could you hear the horse speaking to you, ponies? Come on, kick it, kick it. Come on, pony, come on, come on. What are we talking about? Kick this stuffing out of it, man. Come on, come on, come on. Kick it, kick it. This is what I'm saying. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense, but these guys ran with this news. Now, let's continue the article. The article goes on to say, right? The article goes on to say, right, that, engineered and built by Xbox, the company said. For more details, the community can revisit our agreement announcement with AMD. Rumors of Microsoft future Xbox hardware being in question surfaced from an insider on NeoGAF. Sneakers So, who made a post on the forum suggesting as such. In their post, Sneakers said that really concrete plans. So this guy was serious. Concrete plans for actual Microsoft Xbox hardware went from being definite to up in the air, which was really startling given that this thing was meant to be out relatively soon. So this guy was convinced that his rumor was true. The post also suggested that the future of Xbox is in software, with games like Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Candy Crush, and Forza Horizon being their focus. So they're going to drop all their IPs, and they were only going to focus on these few games here. It was mentioned at the time that the information posted needed to be taken with a grain of salt, but these ponies didn't take nothing with no grain of salt. They took that salt and they threw it outside, and they was riding with the horses to declare to everyone that Microsoft was getting out of the hardware business. However, it appears that the noise became loud enough for Microsoft to issue a statement to dispel the rumors, at least the hardware part. Now, you were saying you was making a statement before Game Trailers. What do you think about that statement that Microsoft made? Game Trailers.
I'm listening. So I'm glad it came out.
Yeah.
To cross the rumors.
Yeah.
Because now look, they didn't cross the rumors of the 4 games, right?
Yeah.
They came out with the emergency podcast and all that stuff, right? So,
right.
But they had to cross these rumors because they signed a multi-year deal of AMD. So this guy from Reset era talk about, they're not making new hardware.
Yeah.
The hardware is dead, and etc. So I'm glad that Microsoft came out. I don't know who did, but I'm glad that's real journalism, right? Because you can't sit down and
speculate,
get an thing, and say, "Oh, they got on the hardware," but now there's no fact and evidence of that. You're just saying stuff and everything. And I'm calling his name out, Tim Dog, because Tim Dog started this crap.
Yeah.
And talking about, Xbox is dead.
Yeah.
So Microsoft had to say something.
No, I'll tell you
now,
something. Ever
so
since
they squash it. They squash it.
yeah. Ever since Tim Dog lost all that weight and started dancing, he has not been the same. I can't take a man who trembles like that on stage serious. Look how Tim Dog trembling on stage. I can't look at this. He's making himself a fool. How could I take a man that trembles on stage serious? Tim Dog, get out of here. But at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, Microsoft cleared up a lot of things. Now, I'm seeing someone in the comment section saying, y'all still believe what these Xbox leaders telling you? Remember, Phil said just 4 games. Spencer said, of course, they're going to say what needs to be said to keep the last remaining layers put. Now, I'll tell you something, Yoza. Is this
No, he
nice?
didn't say that. He didn't say that.
No, again, that statement that persons keep peddling that Phil Spencer said, that is not filled in context. Phil Spencer said they were going to put 4 games and they are going to learn. They always miss that out. Phil Spencer said they were putting 4 games and they were going to learn that these ponies would pay full price for Xbox games. Phil Spencer learned that if he put 5-year-old games like Forza Horizon, if he put decade-old games like God of Gears of War, these ponies will pay full price for it.
Thank you. You're making us pay for water, you son of a...
Yes, Microsoft is going to do it.
You're making us pay for grapes?
Grapes too.
Apples?
Apples as well.
Things that God gave us for free?
You are not getting it for free.
You will burn in hell when I'm through with you.
No one is burning in hell.
You will not be allowed in my Father's house. At all.
At all. So Yoza, you don't know what you're talking about. Your narrative has been dismantled. Let's move on with the show. So as we were saying, game trailers, yes, Microsoft making this statement was very important. This would crush all the rumors. This came from the horse's mouth themselves. So these guys don't have to say that we are reaching. Microsoft is saying, let me go back and highlight it for you guys. Microsoft is saying that we are actively investing in our future first-party consoles and devices designed, engineered, and built by Xbox. How do you like those candies, ponies? For more details, we could visit what it is was said by Sarah Bond. But it's very clear that these guys are hating. As we said before, this is something that these guys know what it is they are doing. The bad Xbox news sell game trailers. Game trailers, bad Xbox news sell. We are the dying few. There's a lot of persons that quit being an Xbox fan because of the price increase, because of $10 they quit, because of $1 a day they quit, because they are saying that Xbox is out of the hardware business. Therefore, they listen to these rumors. I mean, game trailers, what's your thoughts?
Listen, man, I ain't quitting, man. I'm a Nintendo fan and an Xbox fan. Right?
Same
If
here.
these two companies sink and die, I will ride to that Titanic. I'll be in the Titanic with them and sink to the bottom of the shit, man. That's basically what it is, man. And you know what? We had a good run. I was thinking the bottom of the shit. Listen, we had a good run.
I am going down with the ship. Let these other guys leave.
I'm going down with the ship.
So let
I
me
said it
just
for
say
years.
that this ship is looking like it's sailing very strong. Although what the narrative that these guys are painting that Xbox is out of here, I don't believe that. I still believe that Xbox at least has one generation ahead of them. I don't know what the future would hold, but at least one more. I believe that, right? And this console would be the hybrid console that they'll be able to play all of these pony games, the whole slate ponies, the whole slate would be coming, right? I mean, Yoza is saying the Xbox is a failed console. I mean, there were many consoles that failed in the past, Yoza, objectively speaking. The Nintendo Wii U failed, but but Nintendo came back. The Virtual Boy failed, but Nintendo came back. The N64 was not a popular console, but again, they keep coming back. So not because someone has one generation of support, and I wouldn't say that selling 60 million, selling 40 million or 60 million a bad generation. They just didn't do as well as the person that sold the most, but that doesn't make it a bad console generation, right? At the end of the day, these guys are hating. You guys will continue to be, taken advantage by Sony, and I will continue to laugh at it. I will continue to see these guys consume Microsoft content and pay full price. But that brings us to the end of the show. Game Chillers, did you want to say anything else before we end off?
No, not really. I'm going to say this, man. Stop believing stupid people on Twitter and stop listening to these idiots, man. And this is all grifters, man. I've seen when I go on my YouTube channel, I see a lot of new people like I had never seen before. Some of Xbox is dead. Xbox is dead. And again, 800 to 1,000 to 10,000 views because it's cool to hit on Xbox.
As you said that, Game Chiller, Asman Gold put up a video, and in 24 hours, he put up a video that this is it for Xbox. Guess how much that video did in 24 hours? Guess how much views?
I'm surprised. 500,000. Shit.
A million.
I'm not almost a million. Yeah, listen.
A million.
Of course. And it's not only him. Angry Joe did it too. Listen. Xbox. Listen. I'm gonna say this. I know Pastor gotta go, but you don't want Xbox to die, man. Because if it happens, man, and let's say Microsoft become a third-party publisher, right? They can dictate the prices if they want to. And there's only consoles on the market is Nintendo and PlayStation 6. So let's say they make a new Gears of War next generation, and it's on PS6 only. They can Microsoft can charge these ponies $150 for one game.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing. You need competition, dude.
You need competition.
That's my thought. And you guys, you need competition, dude. Microsoft brings a lot of value and a lot of revenue in the game industry. But I seen like Jada celebrating tomorrow. This finally died. Dude. If it finally died. And you go to buy Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on your PS5 for $70. You're giving them money.
Correct.
Look, man. You don't want this to happen. I'm sorry, Pastor. You don't want this to happen.
No, they don't.
Trust me.
It's
gonna be a black industry, though. It's going
to be a bloodbath if Microsoft leaves the industry. But let me say shout out to Professor Strong. Professor Strong says Xbox definitely did better than Concord. Professor Strong, you're wrong for that one, man. You are wrong for that one, Professor Strong. Yo, Phoenix Pizza said, it's the first of the month. These ponies have to hit their quotas. I mean, you're right, Phoenix. We know that they have to hit those quotas. The PlayStation 3 failed. The PlayStation VR 2 failed. And the PlayStation 5 Pro failed. I mean, but these guys are not going to talk about that, Phoenix. They are not going. They are ignoring all of that. All of these ponies are. When you say that, these ponies are saying this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's what they're saying. So, guys, this was a magnificent show. I enjoyed it. I'm going to start to invite more persons to the show. Next week, I believe we have a new guest, and the person will be new to gaming, but we'll see, if that really takes off as well. A new person, she have been breaking legs in these Twitter streets for a long time, but we'll see if it is she's able to come next week as well. So guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys to all the support, those guys of you who were keeping the chat alive. Guys, as we go, don't forget to hit the like button. Let me say big shout out to Phoenix Freestar for being the sponsor of the night, for gifting us that 10 gifted members. Let me say shout out to Jinzo. Jinzo made a hell of a comment. He's going to call ice on Puerto Rock. Let me say shout out to Sosuke Eisen with always bringing the fire. Force One, Professor Strong, big supporter as well. Who again I missed out? Life 77. Life, first time I'm seeing you in the chat. Life, if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. I don't only do Xbox, I throw in some Nintendo news there, I report on Sony, but most important, we discipline the ponies. Life, let me say shout out we know there are some ponies in here like Yoza, Nahim. I wish you nothing but the less. Yoza. Who again I missed out? Who was in the chat here, boy? DEZ. Oscar, I missed you, Oscar. Shout out to Oscar, man. Who else was in the chat tonight? I mean, so many of you guys I'm seeing Strong Yum 90. Strong Yum, what up, man? Dereezy, shout out to you. Southside Tim, kick it. Xboxer Mike, what up, Xboxer Mike? Shout out to all you guys. If I missed you guys, sorry I missed you guys, but thanks for a wonderful show. Thank you to Game Trailers. I believe you are more on the channel. Put in your YouTube channel when it is you come in, man, so we could at least support each other out here, man. Game Trailers.
All right.
Throw it in the chat. So guys, you can find, that's the name of your YouTube channel, Game Trailers.
Yeah.
So guys, you can find Game Trailers YouTube channel on YouTube. He gives very good insight on Xbox and the gaming industry as a whole. So give this guy some support. Subscribe to his channel. Let me say shout out to CN Mad Max. CN Mad Max, you're coming in when the door is about to close. But hear what I'm going to do for you, Mad Max. I am going to tell you that we should tell Crab Gamer to get out of the pony realm. Come out of there, Crab Gamer. I haven't seen you in a while. This is a dream. This is real life. You ain't lying down with no ponies, Crab Gamer. Crab Gamer, get out of here. Those horses are big people. Get out. So that's what I'm going to do as we leave CN Mad Max. Yo, guys, don't forget to put God first and mankind after. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Be safe out there, guys. New week. Work hard. Take care of your family. Later, guys.